I'm Kevin. This is Jill, and we're going to do a full walkthrough on a Jayco Greyhawk 2024 model. So we'll start back here in this area. This is our entry door into our main part of our Greyhawk. You do have the electric steps, and you do have the switch on the inside. You have the ability to turn the steps off if you'd like. If you like the steps to just stay out as you close the door. Right here, this is the main door. You have the ability to lock both locks if you wish. The bottom lock is going to disengage the handle from the inside. The top lock is going to be the deadbolt from the outside. And to open that door, you just pull the handle out. This is going to be your main screen door that detaches from your main door. To open that screen door, you push your handle down. You open your pass-through. You close your screen door, and it latches like so, and to open your screen door, you push your handle down. You close your pass-through, or leave it open. To reattach it to your main door, you push your handle down, or you can just close the screen door that way to get it to reattach to your main door. From the inside, while you're on the inside, this is your deadbolt that locks the door from the inside out. And the way to exit from the inside out, you just push your handle or pull your handle up and you can exit from the inside out. Okay? This is going to be one of your storage compartments on your passenger side. And it does have a light for illumination. That light has two switches on the inside. It's actually one switch, but one side is motion detect. And one side is constantly on once you open that compartment door. On the second compartment door, you have more storage. And you have your light on this side of your storage as well. Same light as the other
and that one
compartment.
Just has the switch on it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All of your lights are pretty much the same. It's a 3-position switch. The middle of the switch is off, one side is constantly on, and one side is motion detect.
Okay.
This area here, this is going to be the back side of the furnace. So when the furnace or the heater is on, it'll exhaust heat out to this far. And you do have the ability to put the bug guard on there to keep dirt divers out of your furnace when not in use. This area here is going to be for outside TV. And you just push that, pull that latch out and open your compartment door. And that's going to be your outside TV.
And it does have the remote.
Yes, it has two remotes.
Okay.
This remote is going to be for your TV. And it's a smart TV. Okay. And this particular remote is going to be for your radio.
Okay.
Okay. So you have the ability to play the TV using the speakers from the TV only, or you can play your TV through the actual stereo as well. Okay, and it has it's capable of having Bluetooth. So if you want to connect your phone to your radio, you can do that, your tablet or your laptop. You got your AM, FM radio. And of course, while this is on, if you get a phone call, if you want to mute it, you press the mute button and it'll allow you to talk to whoever without being disturbed by the radio.
Okay.
You have a USB connection to charge your phone. And if you pull this plug out, it has a HDMI connection. So if you want to plug in the front, if you want to plug in like a Blu-ray player or PS5 or Xbox or something like that. Okay. Okay, so we'll go ahead and close that compartment. This compartment, just more storage. It has a light toward the rear of the motorhome. Same type of light as the other lights. This area is going to be more storage as well. And down below this storage area is going to be a quick connect. So if you have like a portable or a gas grill, you can actually hook that up to this quick connect area here. You can turn this valve. This is off position, and when you want to hook up your line going to your portable grill, you can turn that little bracket in line and it'll allow propane to flow up to your grill or griddle when you use it. And of course, when you're not using it, you just put that little cover on to keep dust out of the plug.
Now, is that something, if you use it, do you have to go ahead and fill something up separately for that to go into your grill?
So actually, this is connected. It's plumbed all the way up to your existing your propane tank.
Okay.
So that same propane tank that feeds your furnace and your stove, it feeds propane down to your grill or griddle.
Okay.
Once you connect to it, yes.
Okay, perfect.
This compartment is just more storage. Has a couple of has at least one level of shelves here. Just a little small compartment for putting, I don't know, maybe some small things, maybe liquid things in there. Up top, that's going to be your awning. The controls are on the inside, so when we head to the inside, we'll actually operate that awning. And that little LED light that's just underneath your awning and next to your main door is going to be kind of like, which I guess you could call it a porch light, and it's on the controls that's on the inside. Okay?
I like that.
All right. On this back bumper, it is hollow, so you could use this back bumper to store your dump hose. These caps come off either side just by pulling off the cover, and the cap is vented, so it'll allow air to pass through to keep on the inside of that bumper dry. Up top, you have your rear camera, so as you go down the road, you can view the back of your motorhome, or as you set up at home or at your campsite, you can view the back of your motorhome. This is going to be your ladder for roof access. It has a weight capacity of 250 pounds. So as you go up the ladder, it might flex slightly, but however, it is a sturdy ladder. Okay. You do have like a little, if you need to tow something in the back, you can. It has the connection here, and it has the 7-way, and it has the 4-way wire connection that you would use to connect to the lighting of your vehicle in tow. And this is the capacity here as far as your weight capacities that the rating. This is going to be your water heater. To access that water heater, these 2 tabs are spring loaded. You pull them out, turn them along with the cutout, and you can open and you can access the inside of this water heater. If you ever have a need, or if you wanted to winterize this water heater, you can unscrew this cap, water comes out, and that way if it comes down to a hard freeze, you won't have to worry about the inside of your tank getting cracked because it has water on the inside. Just make sure before you use your water heater, again, you put your cap back on. You connect your water to your motorhome by way of City Connect, or pumping water up from the fresh water tank. And to find out if it's water inside the tank, you pull this relief valve out. If you see water come out, it's water in the tank, it's safe to use. If you don't see water come out, just wait till the water circulate, and then you can use it after you see water come out of the relief valve. And you just go in reverse to close that. What you think, Jill?
This is a lot of information. I like this.
You have a low point drain here. Let's see. So, and actually it's over that way, and it's going to be where this line, that blue line right there, and that valve is turned sideways, so the valve is turned to where the water is cut off, so it'll stay on the inside of the motorhome. When you want to drain the inside water lines, just turn that valve to where it's going up and down, and it'll allow the water to drain from your water line inside your motorhome. This compartment here where it says black holding tank, this is going to be the way that you would hook up your dump hose. Of course, you would unscrew this cap. You would connect your dump hose here and at your campsite, and when you get ready to dump your black tank, this black valve here, you just pull it up, and it would allow the contents of the black tank to dump out through the dump hose. This compartment here, underneath your slide, this is going to be your actual storage area where your main electrical cable comes out and connects to shore power. And this little cutout here just allows you to exit with your electrical cable and make your connection at your shore power. And you can have this actual open. You can open that little cutout there, bring your hose like so that you can kind of keep out any pest or anything, and you can actually close this door and you can have you can be able to lock that door as well. Of course, on this side you have electrical outlet here, and you have satellite input connections there. And of course you have another light here, same type of light as the other lights. Another storage area here, low point drain area. So this is going to be your water connection areas. This is going to be an outside shower. The hose comes out about this far, about like that far, and it does have a cutoff, on and off cutoff here. And this is going to be your hot side valve, and it's going to be your cold side, and it goes back in here for storage. Just kind of goes back and locks in place there. Right here, this is going to be, let me kind of move this out the way so you can see. This is going to be your water configurations for whatever your use or whatever you need to use it for. So just like it says city fixtures, if you have your actual incoming water hose coming in for connection, water connection, you have city fixtures. So you would turn that valve to 2 and you would turn it to 6. That way when you have your water hose connected here, you would have water going directly into your city fixtures, your faucet, your shower, and your toilet. When you want to do a city fill tank, you want to turn the configuration from 1 to 6. That way, when you get ready to fill your fresh water tank during travel, you can fill that tank up using configuration 1 and 6, and it'll actually allow you to fill up your fresh water tank. Country fill, sanitized tank, you'll actually turn it from 1 to 4. And normal, you'll actually turn it from 3 to 5. So it's going to be 3, it's going to be 5. So in the normal use, it's going to be more or less, it's a little different, but it's going to be the boondocking or dry camp mode. You would actually be able to pump water up from your fresh water tank to your faucet, your shower, and your toilet. And of course, down to your last one, 2 and 4, sanitize and winterize lines.
Okay, and those right there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, these are the configurations that you would use based upon whatever you need to use at the time, whether it's city fixture, city fill, country fill, normal, or sanitized. You would use these knobs to turn it to that configuration of what you want to use. And of course, this is the actual connection where you would hook up your water hose for city connections, or actually you would just leave the water hose here and you would turn these knobs for the configurations that you would need. And of course, you do have low point drains here. If you want to drain your water lines on this side and on that side, these are going to be the cold water lines that's running throughout your motor home, and you just turn them from side to up and down, and whatever water that's on the inside flowing through the inside of your motor home and the water lines would drain out. Okay. Okay, so we'll go ahead and close that. This black water connection area, that's going to be like a black tank flush. So in the event that you want to wash out your black tank is the tank that's connected directly to your toilet. So whatever goes down inside the toilet goes into the black tank. Okay, and whenever you want to do a black tank flush, of course, you would go to the black holding valve and the city water connection, not the city water connection, but the dump connection, and you would actually turn your water on here, open that black valve there, and it'll allow you to wash out your black tank.
Okay.
Okay. This button here is going to be for a light that's here for illumination. This button here will allow you to turn on your water pump. So doing the normal use from 3 to 5, you would have that in 3, in position 5, you would turn on your pump and it would allow you to pull up water, providing you have water in your fresh tank. It will allow you to pull up water and send it throughout your motorhome, whether it be to your shower, your faucet, or your toilet.
Okay.
Okay? And we're done with this section. We'll go ahead and close that up. Okay. And actually, this is the fill for your fuel, your diesel fuel. And again, this is 2 of your slides that you have on this side. And once we go to the inside of the motorhome, we'll operate those at the control panel. gray water holding tank. So this is going to be that valve, the way that you would dump your gray water holding tank. Anything that goes in your gray water holding tank comes from your faucet and your shower. And this is going to be your connection that you would remove your cap and connect your dump hose here and connect it to the dump at the campsite.
So this is all the dirty water, and that's all waste, basically?
Yes, so it's all wastewater. This is going to be water only. Anything that goes down inside your sink and your shower goes to the gray tank. Anything that goes down inside your toilet goes down inside your black tank.
Okay.
Okay, next compartment. So this is going to be part of your power compartment. This is going to be the interface for your solar panel. So this is just the in-between from your batteries to your solar panel, and it's just more or less the connection point from your solar panel down to your batteries. Okay, this is going to be your inverter. So as you go down the road, if you wanted to run anything, this would convert DC to AC and allow, whether it be your refrigerator or TV or whatever, if you turn on your inverter, it has certain plugs on the inside of your motorhomes that this attaches to, and it allows those devices. It's mostly for your refrigerator, but it does have other plugs in other areas. It might be a TV or it might be a plug for a laptop.
Okay.
Okay.
And that switch is just underneath.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm so sorry we missed that. The power switch is right here. The biggest of the switches, this round switch, you push that in and it turns that on. You see a green light come on.
Okay.
Okay?
Sweet.
Thank you. Next compartment. So this is going to be a combination of things in here. This is going to be your propane tank. This is going to be the valve that you would either close or open that valve for flow of propane that's going throughout your motorhome, whether it's going to your stove or your furnace or your water heater. This is that tank that feeds those devices. This is going to be a DEF fill point. So the DEF fluid this is the area where you would unscrew this cap and you would actually fill this actual area up with your DEF fluid. Okay? This is going to be your battery compartment here. This is going to be the batteries for your house or the living area of your motorhome.
Okay.
And to bring those batteries out or to do a battery exchange, you just pull up this latch and it will allow you to slide this battery tray out. Yes, to be able to get to the batteries. Okay, and it does have the straps that strap and hold the batteries down in place. And just whenever you're done, you just push that tray back in like so. And it locks.
Okay.
Yes. Over in the corner here, that far right corner, it says low point drain. You do have 3 more low point drain lines. The red line is going to be the hot water line that's running throughout your motorhome, and these 2 blue ones are going to be more cold water lines running throughout your motorhome. And again, just like the other low point drains, you would turn the valve up and down in the up and down position, and it'll allow the water from the water lines that's running throughout your motorhome to drain. Okay? We'll close those back up for now. And we can head to the inside. One more quick thing before we jump or go to the inside of your motorhome. This is going to be the driver's side camera, so that when you're going down the road, once you activate the left side or the driver's side blinker, it would show you the actual left side of the motorhome. So this is going to be the driver area of the Super Duty F550. It's pretty much like your standard control area. You got your AC area, you got your steering area, you got all your controls, your radio in the center. It does come with, you can connect Bluetooth as far as your phone. You can get your GPS signals and all of that. You got your window controls. You got, extra plugs and things like that. Moving up top, this is going to be like the bedding area or the bed portion that's over your cab area. Of course, you can set this up, configure this to be a bed to where somebody can actually rest in this area. Let's kind of set that up. Okay, there we go. And it does come with a telescoping ladder that hooks here and goes down to the floor so that you can climb up and you can rest in this area. It has cubby compartments, little bungee storage area, cup holder here, cup holder on the other side. As far as the driver's side, it does have a couple of USB plugs, electrical outlet, and of course you got your TV in it. It is on a swivel, and these are going to be your controls that's on this side. The controls for that shade that goes up and down. And this is going to be for your light switch as well. And of course, this is going to be, in case somebody wanted to be up here doing travel, this is going to be a way to kind of lock them in and keep them safe. Or even if you decide you want to put luggage up top, let's try it this way. You just kind of lock these little seat belt attachments here. You just kind of lock those. And of course, it's kind of not adjusted to quite the way we want it, but you could adjust it the way you want it. Moving on to the next section. This is going to be the actual dining area. Of course, you do have storage underneath your bench areas that you can store things in. Of course, the bottom of the actual bench seating that underneath that cushion on both sides, this will actually open up and you can store items there as well. And of course, we put that back into place. And for people that's traveling in this area, you do have like the normal seat cushion, and you do have like the safety belts where they can sit comfortably and be locked in safely in the event that there's an accident or something. Okay, with the tabletop, you do have a couple of cup holders to keep your drinks from sliding as you go down the road. And of course, this part comes out and it folds down. And of course, the cushions come up and it'll allow you to go from side to side, and you can actually create this into a bed. This slides back. Once it's all the way down, it slides back and you can actually make a bed with it. Okay, so we'll put it back in the normal position. Just kind of come up and let those little hooks lock in place, and there we go. You do have the blackout shade here, or privacy shade. So this is an actual shade. Then you have your actual privacy shade here. We'll raise those back up. You do have your window knobs that allow you to open the windows. It don't fully open, but it's just on this particular type of window, it's just more or less used to vent, get you a little fresh air in. Okay. Just make sure if it's really hot on the inside of your motorhome, if you've had it stored up, just make sure if this window, once you turn this knob and it don't quite want to open, just turn it, don't force it, leave it a couple of seconds, it'll kind of pop out, and then you can open it the rest of the way. Okay. In this area of your slide, this is going to be your kitchen area. Of course, you have your sink area. You do have your little strainer where you can, after you wash dishes or whatever, you can put something right there and let it dry. And for storage, this will roll up and you can kind of store it wherever you like. This is going to be the faucet area. You got your hot and your cold. And to turn it on, just kind of pull out. And of course, if you have your water pump or if you have your city water connected, water will come out. And this is going to be your handle that you can use, and you can kind of move that to different areas. It has the solid sprayer as well as the streamer, and you can control that using that knob in this area. And actually, we'll go ahead and turn it on because we do have some water inside the tank, and we'll kind of briefly show you this control area. We're going to turn on the water pump. Okay, so that we can go ahead and have water running throughout the system. So that's what the water pump on. It's pulling water from the fresh water tank, and of course it's allowing us to use the sink. And you just pull the handle up and off, and you do have the solid stream, and then you have the sprayer as well. Okay. You just return that back to its normal position once done, and you can turn your water off. All right, we'll roll the strainer back out in its normal position, and we'll go over to the wireless charger, and underneath it has electrical outlets as well as 2 USB connections. So, of course, if you want to just use it as a wireless charger, you can place your phone on top. If you want to pull it up for the other connection, you just push down. It pops up, and you just pull it up. You got a couple of regular electrical outlets here and a couple of USB plugs here. And the green light just means that it's on and it's working. Whenever you get ready to actually put it in a stored position, press the red button and allow it to go back down, and just push down and lock it in place. This is going to be another one of your windows in the kitchen area. It has the shade as well as the blackout screen as well, or the blackout shade. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, up top, this is going to be your microwave. Next to your microwave is going to be more storage area. And that plug back there is going to be a dedicated plug for your microwave on that circuit. Underneath your shelf, you do have this switch for those 2 lights. And on the bottom of your microwave, you do have your fan that's connected to your vent hood. And you do have more lighting underneath your microwave for the burner top area of your stove. Okay, on this particular stove or burner area, to open this up, you just pull up on your glass top and you fold back. And the way that you light this particular stove or the burner area, this is going to be your striker or your igniter knob. It's electronically lit so that you don't need matches or a grill lighter. And these 3 knobs for the burners are going to control these 3 burners here. Okay, and so you want to light this, you want to line up the flame icon with the arrows. I don't know if we have propane available, so this is the way that you'll light it. You'll line the flame icon up with the arrows, and it went from blue to red, meaning red is in use as far as hot. Okay, and we'll turn that back off. You do have the you do have the dots for like temp control. So the big dot all the way down to the small one. From the big dot, it's going to be high temp. All the way down to the small one, it's going to be low temp. Okay. This knob over here is going to be used to control the actual stove portion. So you'll actually, just like the burner knobs, you'll align that flame icon up with the arrow. And of course, you'll have to push in and hold that knob in and turn this striker or igniter to actually light the pilot inside the oven. Once the pilot is lit, then you can turn to your desired temperature, and the actual oven will light up and you can use it. Okay, so we'll turn it back to the off position. Sorry we didn't have propane to actually turn that on and operate your actual oven. This switch here is going to be for the knobs up top. So this top line, it turns these actual lights on by itself only. The circle in the middle is going to be off, and the actual 2 lines on the bottom is going to turn these lights on as well as the oven light. Okay. You got storage here in this area. Storage in this area. And of course, you got more storage underneath the oven. And in those blue bags, that's going to be your manuals and your warranty information pertaining to your motorhome. And this is going to be your filter that goes inside your filter holder. Okay. You got more storage here. And this is going to be an extension portion of your actual area, sink area, in case you need more space. Okay, to lock that, you do have the locks underneath. So once you pick up on it, you pull these out, and it allows that to lock in place. When you get ready to return it or fold it back down, you raise up, push in, raise up, push in, and it'll allow that to fold back down. You have any questions, Jill?
Very very fancy.
How
These are
about?
just extra outlets.
Yes, extra electrical outlets. Okay.
Everything looks good.
All right. Down here, this is going to be your propane gas leak detector. So in the event that there's a gas leak, this would actually go off right now. That green light just means that it's in operational mode. But in the event that there's a leak, we'll go ahead and test it. It's like a test cutout button here. So we'll press that to see what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like if there's an actual propane leak inside your motorhome. Okay, up top here, this is going to be like your main controls area. So actually, we'll just kind of go through some things on here, just kind of give you an explanation. This is going to be part of the main light controls here, even though you still have lights that's on your motorhome that will not go off with this switch. So in the event that you have a light that don't go off when you press the off button here, you actually have to go to that light and press the off button on that particular switch. Okay? In this area, this just shows, just like it says LP, it shows the amount of propane or LP that's in that tank. This is going to be your black tank amount that's in there, and it shows you at the bottom what's the amount or the percentage of the amount that's inside your tank. That's your black tank, it's at 0%. Your gray, that's 67, and your fresh tank is at 33. So as it fills or as it empties, that amount on the bottom just changes. Okay, right here, that switch that I accidentally pressed, it does come on once you press it. So it goes from light blue to dark blue. The dark blue just means that it's active or it's on, and the light blue means it's active or it's on, and the kind of darker blue, it means that it's off. Okay, so that's your tank heaters. That you do have a actual like a strip, heating strip that's attached to the bottom of each of your tanks. As far as your fresh tank, your gray tank, and your black, and your water pump, that's going to be your water pump switch that controls the water flow, that controls the water pump in the event that you're boondocking or dry camping. It allows water to be able to be pumped up to your toilet, your faucet, and your shower. Okay? This is going to be the area here where it says gen stop. This is going to be the generator remote switch for the inside. So you have a start switch here and a stop switch there. So whenever you want to start the generator, you'll actually press that and your generator will start. And when you get ready to stop your generator, you actually press the stop side. Okay? These are going to be indicators for your different batteries and your battery areas that's going to be inside your motorhome. Just like it says here, your house batteries are at 13.3 volts and your chassis batteries is at 13.0 volts. And you do have a switch up front. So say in the event that the battery on your chassis battery is dead, you do have a switch up front that you can press, and it will allow the battery to be jumped over from the chassis battery to the house battery. It'll get a jump from there, and it'll allow the vehicle to be started. AGS, all that is going to be automatic gen start. So you can press that and you can go into it. If you enable it, it will allow your generator to be automatically start, but you would have to go into the settings and actually set everything up. Once you press enable, like it says, for 3 seconds, you can go in and you can actually, let's get to that area where it has the settings where you can actually turn that on and off. See lights, it's going to be in this area. So right here where it says AGS, you can actually go in there, you can change all of your settings when you want your generator to start and stop, and it'll actually do it automatically. Okay? And when you're done with that area, you can just back out by going to something else. So we'll go back to where we were. This is going to be, like it says, the front and the rear. This is going to be like going to be for your water area. So where it says water heater electric, water heater gas, if you press that, you can turn on your water heater, and as well as turn the water heater electric off. So while you're connected to shore power. If you press that, you can leave it on and heat your water. And if you don't want to use the shore power electric water heater, press it again, it turns it off. As well as the water heater gas. If you want that on gas, you turn it till the switch lights up. And of course, if you want it off, you turn that off. Okay? So our next section here, we're going to press that. And that's going to take us back to where we were briefly. So it just, again, it shows us the house battery as far as the voltage and the chassis battery. It shows us what we have in the area as far as the solar panel. And if you want to go in deeper to the solar panel controls, you can just press Go Power Solar. This just kind of breaks down in depth, give you more information as far as your solar panels, your batteries, what's coming in, your controller 1, and just like it says, it just shows you information on your battery. And battery 2, it shows you information on that. Like it says, it's updating, and it just gives you more information once it comes up, more information on battery 2 and your solar panel, and your history. Okay? And of course, if you want to go in and make changes or anything, you can press Setup. But we'll go to our next section, which is back to the lighting. So in the lighting section, it just have individual lights. So if you want to go into this section versus being in the home area and pressing the on and off button, you can go back into this section and have the individual lighting where it allows you to turn off individual lights. Okay, and the little up down arrow beside each light, if you just kind of press that and kind of rub it or kind of push on it, if you can kind of watch the light, it's kind of dimming a little bit at a time. If you just kind of rub on that, see how it's kind of, okay? And that's for each light that has the dimming feature. You got your exterior lights, which your awning has dimming feature, and your porch light is just on and off. Okay, as well as your hall light, your bed ceiling light, and your bathroom. So this is going to be our AC or climate control screen. So just like it says, you got your rear climate. When you want to turn on your AC in the rear area, you just press cool, it lights up, and this up and down arrow allows you to control the temperature. You got your high and low speed, and you got your auto. Same thing for the front. If you want to turn on your AC for the front area, you press cool, and you can actually go from auto, either low to high. And of course, you got your temperature control arrows here. Okay? Whenever you want to do furnace, of course, you got furnace, you press that, and you can actually control your furnace. Same thing, you just want to make sure you turn off cool, and it'll let you use those same arrows to drive up your temperature, and it'll go from cold to hot. Okay, and you got your heat pump, and if you noticed on the furnace, you see where the flame came on. It just lets you know, okay, the furnace came on, the furnace is on, even though it's still showing the snowflake for AC, but the furnace is taking over and it's going to start to warm up. Okay, the heat pump is going to be on the side of the, it's going to operate from the actual AC units or AC unit. So it'll actually get it to like 78 degrees or so, but if you want it to actually heat up, the flame or your propane fuel is what's going to actually cause that to heat up really warm. Okay? And of course, right here where it says vent fan, this is going to be controlling your vent fan that's in your bathroom or that's in your hallway. Wherever that vent fan is, that'll allow you to turn it on from here, and of course, wherever you are. If you're in the bathroom or the hallway, you have controls in that area as well. Okay, we'll go ahead and turn those back off by pressing those buttons. And we'll move on to the next screen. The next screen is going to be the slides, okay? Like I said, slides and awning. EXT means extend. RET means to retract. So we got the bedroom slide, and we do have like the DS side, that means driver side slide. EXT, extend, RET, retract. And of course, the patio awning, same thing. EXT, extend, RET means retract. So we're going to actually retract one of the slides so that you can see it. And we'll actually retract and extend the bedroom slide. So you just want to make sure in that area that everything is clear on the side of each slide, whether it be a door open or whatever. Make sure it's closed. Nothing is in front of that slide so that it'll get crushed or even damage the slide as it come in. So we're going to bring that slide in, and just to let you know, on the motorhomes that does have a safety feature. So if you, of course, if you have your engine running, if you have the slide out, because of the lockout that's on it, if the slide is out with the engine running, it'll let you retract that slide. But as long as the engine is running, it will not let you extend that slide back out as a safety feature. So of course we got the engine off and we're in the normal, I guess, stay area of the motorhome. So we're gonna extend. We're going to actually retract that slide because it's already extended. Then we'll extend it back out. Okay? So this is the bedroom slide. We're going to retract it. And this is what it looks like coming in. That's what it sounds like coming in. And of course, on some beds, the actual mattress portion of it do flip up or fold over so that you can bring that slide all the way in. So we'll finish bringing that in. Okay, so that's what your slide looks like when it's all the way in. And of course, if you were somewhere, if you needed to stop that slide, whether it's all the way in or all the way out or in the middle, you can. So as long as you pressing your finger down on the button, it'll move. When you remove your finger, it'll stop. So we're going to go ahead and extend that slide back out. Okay, so that's what your bedroom slide looks like when it's fully extended all the way out. That's what it looks like from the inside of your motorhome. Down below, this is going to be your converter. So your converter is going to be pretty much split. Half of it's going to be like the fuse area, and the other half is going to be the circuit breakers. So the circuit breakers are going to be just like the circuit breakers in your house. If it trips, I'll show you what it looks like when it's tripped. That's what it looked like when it's tripped. And when you want to reset it, just like in your house, you just push it back to the opposite location. And on the sticker, it's going to be the layout as to what circuit breaker goes to what. Okay? We're going to close that. That is spring loaded, so when you push it, it stays closed. And when you want to open it, of course, it'll kind of pop open. Okay? It's going to be electrical outlet beside it here. Just on the opposite side, this is going to be your other portion of your converter. So to open that is spring loaded as well. You just push that and you can open it. This is going to be the other portion as far as your circuit breakers. And it's going to be outlined on this paperwork down here as to what circuit breaker goes to what. And this is going to be the other portion of your converter as to what fuse goes to what. And in the event that any of the fuse blows out, it's going to be a LED next to each and every one of those fuses. If it blows out, it goes red, and that's just an indicator to you as what fuse is actually blowed out without you having to go and test it. Okay? And so we'll go ahead and close that. Now we'll kind of step over in this area. The top of the bed, we'll go ahead and kind of fold the mattress back down, because we do on each side of the bed, we have a couple of USB connectors. That's a USB combo connector as well as wireless charging as well for your phone. So this is going to be the wireless charger, and it does have two USB plugs on the side. And it does, if you want to store it, you just push down, it locks in place. Or you can push it back up to get to the USB charging ports. And that's the same on the opposite side as well. You got your windows here. They have the two latches here. You just push inward, and it'll allow you to actually open this window. It locks in place, and that actual screen will actually open as well. Okay. So whenever you want to close it back, you can close them individually, or you can just push these two in and close them both at the same time. Okay. You do have your shade here for privacy. And of course, you got your shade above the headboard, and you got this actual window that opens as well, which is an emergency window. So we'll go ahead and open that shade all the way up so that you can see that. Okay. So this actual window is one of your emergency windows. To open that emergency window, you just push that latch back and up. And actually, if you want to, if you didn't actually need to exit out, you want to just use it as a vented window, you just push that out and just kind of let that lock in place, and you get some fresh air in. But of course, if you need to actually use that as a escape window or exit window, of course you put your finger here to take the screen off. This window is actually hinged at the top, so you can push that window high as you need to, and you can make your exit out of that window. And so just go in reverse to lock it back in place. And you do have like reading lights that's just above the head of the bed. So one position is the white light, the other is off, and then the next one is going to be blue, just for a little night light. Okay, and it's on both sides. You have storage up top here all the way across. Okay. Back behind me, you do have like the closet area. So I'll kind of stand to the side. You got your mirror here, and you have storage space on the inside. And again, you got your telescoping ladder that allows you to climb up on the bed that's over the cab area. And you have more storage space here and here. And of course, you got your doors that just kind of slide across it. Make sure, there we go. Oops. And there we go. It's going to be your closet area. Any of your lower vents, whether it's on the side of the wall or on the floor, that's going to be where your heat will come from whenever you have your heater or your furnace on. This is going to be the switch for your lighting in your room here. This is going to be one of the temperature probes that looks like a little microphone, but it talks back and forth to the AC unit that's on the main control, and that talks back and forth to the AC unit controls for the room. It tells the temperature on the control of what's in the room. It tells that what the temperature is. Okay, up top here, this is going to be your TV. On the side of your TV, it's going to be your coax connection for your antenna connection. And on the side, it's going to be an electrical outlet for your TV as well. Okay. And here's your remote for your TV as well, and it is a smart TV. All right, so going into the bathroom here, some bathroom handle. I'll kind of go in and try to stay out your way where I can show you some things on it. Of course, you do have your shower area here. Got your shower head, your control where you can turn it to different settings. You have your skylight. You do have your water on-off valve for your shower head. And of course, on this rail here, this just allows you to raise your shower head up to different heights. And you got your little soap dish here. Right here, this is going to be your shower door. And this is going to be a latch lock that holds that door in place as you travel down the road. But when you get ready to use it, you just push that or unlock that shower door, and it allows you to close the shower door for use. Okay? When you get ready to store it back, you just push it all the way over. You just kind of push that latch down in place to lock that door so that it won't bounce back and forth. In case you didn't notice, you don't have the tank to fill up your toilet, but you will have to manually do it. You have to manually fill up your toilet by barely pushing down on your pedal, and it'll fill up your toilet, and you can fill it up to wherever you like. Of course, you stop and you use the bathroom, and then to flush it, you push all the way down. It opens up and rinses that, as well as it pushes the waste down into the black tank. You do have a window here, and that window is just like the windows up front. It's just more or less a vented window, and if you ever want to take the screen off, just put your finger there and pull the screen off, and the screen will come off. Okay. You have a tissue paper holder here. This is going to be your faucet. Got your hot side and you got your cold side. And that little vibration or sound that you hear is going to be the pump that's pumping water up from the fresh water tank. You have storage here. And what you see underneath, that's going to be the water filter holder. So of course, you would unscrew this bottom portion of the canister and install your water filter in and screw it back, and it will filter your water running throughout your motorhome. And these are going to be shut off valves if you ever need to shut the flow of water off. Okay, so we'll make our way out of the bathroom, and we do have like the storage area as well, like in the portion of the actual bedroom. You got storage here, and these shelves are removable, or you can move them to different levels. And you do have the hanging rod that's up top. And you have storage here, and that remote is going to be for your radio, I believe, on the outside. No, I'm sorry. This is going to be your radio controller for that radio in your cab area, in case you want to listen to music from that while you're on the inside. More storage area here. More storage area here. And you got your pantry space area here. Pantry space area here. And of course, this lower vent is where your heat would come out. And just so we make sure we got this, this is going to be the door for the bedroom that you would remove the bungee from, and it will allow you to have privacy by sliding that door closed. Okay? Put the bungee back on for travel. Moving right along to the refrigerator freezer area. So you do have the controls here for your refrigerator and freezer. So you got where you can adjust the temperature for your fridge or your freezer, and you can lock and unlock the controls so that no one could make any changes. So to open the refrigerator freezer, you just push your hand on the inside and pull out. This is the refrigerator portion. And this is the freezer portion, actually. Okay. And it is a residential refrigerator. And if you remember from the video earlier on the inverter, if you turn it on underneath, you can have this same refrigerator on as you go down the road. It'll keep your items frozen and cold. Okay. This is going to be another portion of your living room area. You do have recliners. These are going to be your controls here. You have a USB here, and these are going to be your these are going to be your recliner controls to extend that out. And you do have safety belts if someone was riding or wanted to ride in this area as you go down the road. And that's to bring that recliner backing in. Nice and smooth. These are going to be your cup holders. This is going to be like your little cubby area here. And you got more controls for that side, for that recliner. You got an actual heat vent in the middle as well. And you got more windows back here, your vent windows. Okay. Of course, you got your shade here. And you got your blackout or privacy shade. Okay. And you do have the switch underneath for your lighting, underneath your cabinet here. Electrical outlet here, electrical outlet there. And you do have pass-through storage here up top. And these are going to be a couple of more electrical outlets. This is going to be your antenna booster here where you would connect your coax for your TV. And up top, those two that's up top, if you had like satellite, those are going to be connections for that as well. Okay. Moving right along in this area, it's going to be more storage here. Down below, by the bottom of the steps, the entry steps. So you do have the fire extinguisher here. You do have more lighting control as you come, as you enter into your motorhome. So you got the porch light switch, you got the main ceiling lights, awning light, accent light, extend and retract of your awning that's on the side, your master light switch on and off. This is going to be the control head for that inverter that's down below. So if you press something, it just lights up and it just gives you different information of your battery level and your connection, whether it's on or off on your inverter. This is going to be for your power steps. So if you wanted the steps to stay on, like when you open and close the door, your steps will go out when you open them when you close your door, your steps will come in. If you want to turn that off so that your steps can stay in one position, you'll just turn it off and your actual steps will stay out. Okay, this is going to be your main power switch. So right now, this power switch allows everything to be operated in the back portion of your motorhome. And of course, if this switch is off, it cuts power to everything in the back portion of your motorhome. This is going to be to your leveling system. Just like it says, when you want to operate it, you turn it on, and you do have the option for auto level, and you do have the option for retract all. And of course, to operate this, you would have to have your engine running, and you would have to have your emergency brake down to actually operate this unit. And of course, it will give off a beeping warning if you decide, or if you forget that you have your jacks down. It would give you a beeping warning, more or less, to let you know, okay, your jacks are down. You need to do a retract all on your jacks so that you can actually take off without damaging your jacks. Okay, and it does have another section in here if you wanted to manually operate each jack. Like it says, the front, left, or the right, or the rear, it allows you to manually operate each jack if you needed to do so. Okay, just at the top, almost at the top of the steps, this compartment here is where your house batteries are. So if you actually need to do, if you need to do a change of one of your batteries, it's coming to the front, your chassis batteries, you would open this and it would have a battery area in this section. Okay, this is going to be a motion light here to kind of lights this pathway up as you come up the steps. And I believe we've come to the end of the video. All right, Jill, bring us home.
Well, thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.